timer, which is about $100,000 machine sitting on the side of the road and it got hit by lightning
Oh.
and it fried the computer.
Yes. On North Cathedral, it's got struck by lightning. It's brand new. Thank you. Oh,
The CMF is going.
All right, I'm going to call us back into regular session at 10:51 a.m. And we will resume at item number 10. Discuss, consider allowing the county judge to sign a contract addendum for Local Government Solutions LLC to add one user license for the district clerk's office. And Scott's not here. Basically, the district clerk needs a user license to access the software because of a new employee. And so it's just an addendum to add a one user license.
I'll make that motion.
All right, motion has been made by Brandon Barton. Second by Mitch Curtis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Item number 11, discuss, consider approval of check in the amount of $2,170 from the Texas Association of Counties to Van Zandt County for participation in the Healthy County Training and county specific incentives, and request funds to be added to the Human Resources miscellaneous line item 010-402-495 to be used on purchases related to employees. Jessica, do you want
Morning.
Morning.
Good almost afternoon.
to? Not quite. There's still an hour.
Back in February, we had two members of TAC come and do a benefits overview. And this is one of those things they had touched on. This is coming directly to our employer rewards. Van Zandt County has two things that we let our employees benefit from. They can get a physical and then do some of the Healthy County activities that are like the physical activities that they track with devices that you can get for free through Healthy County. Then they can get half days of vacation. This also goes into the reward program that allows the TAC pool to give us money for participating in those. And they let us use that for anything that we would like to related to employees. I'll just read a little brief section of it where it says a successful wellness program requires effort and support at the local level. The Healthy County Employer Rewards Program honors participating members for their efforts and success in helping employees enroll and complete various Healthy County programs. The Texas Association of Counties Health and Employee Benefits Pool grants eligible employers funds based on activities and events completed during the previous year. A member group may use these funds for future health and wellness. So we are a member of the pool, and we do have to have a wellness coordinator assigned to us, which is Emily, and then a wellness sponsor, which is myself. So those are two of the things that have the requirements for you to even participate in this program. So we also can, besides just doing the physical activity and the wellness exams, is for us to do like a wellness event. We did 2 different ones last year. And that gives you, based on how many people attend, you get a certain percentage of money for each time. So if we get 5 people, we get, a few dollars, and if we can get 25 people, we get some. So you may remember when we switched apps to the new program and we held it in here and they came to the presentation, we had like 40 people in here. We got a lot of money that year. We had like a $4,000 check. So Emily said when she gets back from training next week, and we'll have money by then, she's going to start working on a couple of activities that we can start doing. We did Fruity Friday a few times, and that just was to engage people, to remind them about doing things healthy, go on the app and enroll in this and go on the app and enroll in that. Because those are all free things for our employees to do. And the more wellness that we do on the front side, the lower that our insurance can be, because we're not having to pay as high claims for, good health keeps you from going to the doctor. So that's what this helps do. It inspires us to try to be healthy. So, you have any other questions for me?
No.
I would appreciate you approving that for me. Thank you.
So you use this money to buy cupcakes and snacks and
We
stuff
actually
like that.
just There's no guideline on what we spend it on. Yes, we could have a cookout. We could,
Whatever gets
if,
there.
if we had a place that we could buy a treadmill for county employees to use, you know, we have a lot just from this courthouse alone that on their lunch breaks, walk the sidewalks. Right now, we have no place to put it, but at lunch, there's people all day long walking. Because they don't have anywhere else to walk and they use that so when they get off work. So one of these days, maybe we can get a spot where we can put 2 or 3 pieces, buy one a year. You know how awesome that would be to wind up having 5 or 6 different pieces?
You got a 93,000 square foot gym right down the road.
What I'm waiting for.
All right, so is there a motion to
Your office
approve?
is staying here.
Is there a motion to approve the check for $2,170 from the Texas Association of
I'll
Counties?
make that motion.
I'll second.
All right,
Let Bobby have it.
Mitch Curson and
Thank you very much.
Bobby Phillips, second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, like sign, motion passes. Item number 12, discuss, consider appointing a scoring committee for RFP 2601, repair and replacement Van Zandt County Courthouse fifth floor windows. This RFP will be submitted next Monday, and we need a scoring committee. And I've invited the following 6 people to be on it. I don't anticipate everyone will be able to do it. It'll be next Monday or next Tuesday at 1 o'clock or 1:30. And that's Brandon Barton, Cliff Williams, Ben Miragala, Kenny Edwards, Scott Slayton, and Chris Burnett. So that's the people we're inviting to be on the scoring committee. The purpose of which is when the RFPs are received, then they go in. The RFP has a scoring criteria on how they're going to be scored, and they'll use that information to score them. So
Who all did you say, Judge, to have? Barton, Williams, Edwards?
Here. right there. I don't know, haven't gotten confirmation from everybody yet, but I haven't heard from Brandon.
I'm confirmed.
Okay. Cliff may not be able to make it because of the timing, doing it in the afternoon, so.
So what specifically do y'all do when y'all get together on that scoring committee?
They will go through, the scoring is based on a certain criteria. Prices is one, but there's also the quality of the proposal. And then the quality, I think another one is based on their background in doing historical renovation, the particular vendor. And then there's 4 categories, I think, that they're.
The engineering firm will give us a piece of paper with the categories
Yeah.
and we score it.
Well, the categories are established.
Right.
We've already got the scoring sheet.
Yeah, you can say, yeah, scoring sheet. We get a scoring sheet.
And
We just don't go through their mark.
And we will have Rick Stacy from Komatsu available either in person or by Zoom to help answer any questions that we may have or the scoring committee may have about the different criteria. So is there a motion
I'll
to
motion.
accept these? Is that a conflict of interest since you're on the committee?
I'll make it motion.
But they let Bobby make it.
Okay.
I
All right,
rescind.
motion been made by Bobby Phillips. Is there a second?
What's the motion? Second.
Motion is made and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign, motion passes. Item number 13, discuss, consider authorizing the sale of fireworks from April 16th to April 21st for San Jacinto Day as permitted by the Occupations Code 2154.202H. And we as a county have to approve certain dates for fireworks sales, and the fire marshal has indicated he's okay with this to do this. So is there a motion
I'll make
to
it
approve?
motion.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
All right.
I didn't want to.
No, second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign, motion passes. Item number 14, discuss, consider approval of Lord's Bend subdivision plat located on Van Zandt County Road 1810, Van Zandt County Road 1815 in precinct 1. That would be yours, Mitch.
Yep, it's all in order. The reason I tabled it last time was because I hadn't seen, well, one reason was because Keegan wasn't here and I hadn't seen the Mylars, and then there was a question about the ETJ for Grants Lane, but everything's in order. I walked the property. Gonna be a nice little subdivision right outside of town, on the north side of town. So I'll make a motion that we accept it as, how do I make that motion exactly?
You accept the approval of Lord's Bend subdivision. And for filing purposes.
For filing purposes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll second it.
there's a second, all right. And, I had a question, but it just left my mind. So, all those in favor say aye. Pose like sign. Motion passes. Item number 15, discuss consider approval of Southern Hills Home Edition subdivision plat located on Van Zandt County Road 3211 in precinct 3.
Yeah, Judge, this is one of mine, and I tabled it last time for pretty much the same reason. Keegan wasn't here and I wasn't sure on some of the stuff, but it's all been met to county requirements, and I make a motion that we accept this Southern Hills Home Edition subdivision for filing purposes.
Okay,
I'll second. I'll say too, when y'all do this, Mitch's was a tier 1 and yours is a
Mine
tier
are
2.
two.
okay. All right, motion has been made and seconded to accept the Southern Hills Home Edition subdivision plat for filing purposes. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Item number 16, discuss and consider approval of Edgewood Acres subdivision plat located on Van Zandt County Road 3608 and Van Zandt County Road 3610 in precinct 3.
Yes, this is mine too. It's a tier 2, 3 lots. But we have a little bit of a problem here. We had a letter of water, but it's been rescinded. And so due to that, it does not meet the county requirements without the water letter. Tony, is there something that you could comment on this? Is something?
Well, I believe the well provider has decided at this point in time that he's not comfortable with signing the well water approval letter based upon the current wells that are there stating that he can provide 30 years worth of service. He was initially going to sign it, but then upon further review, he decided that he wasn't comfortable with it, so he's rescinded his letter. And that allows the court the ability for a 30-day reprieve to allow the homeowners or the developer time to go ahead and acquire another, I guess, test well for them, so.
So they do have to have a test well to confirm the water
Or
before.
to get another.
Will serve letter.
Water service to provide them, the letter.
Okay, so what I'm asking is I'm making a motion that we,
Table.
no, we have to turn it
We have
down.
to reject it.
We have to reject it with further
Yeah.
conditions,
For 30 days so that they can get their water.
water tested. Or provide water another way.
That's not gonna make them start all over though.
We're not going to start all over, maybe give them an additional 30 days. to
Okay.
approve.
Okay. So I'll just ask a dumb question. Why don't we just table it for another 30 days?
No, because it's automatically approved if we don't.
Oh,
We
is it?
just have to
Okay.
reject it 30 days. That's
Okay.
why.
Okay.
So.
Do we require them to drill a test well on three lots? It has to be 10 or more, right?
He said no.
No, you have to have a will serve.
We just have to have a well service provider.
You have to have the water,
Provides.
the well companies, to make sure there's enough water out there to supply you.
On a subdivision that has more than 10 lots, we require that though, a test well with a static well.
Anytime you drill a well, you have to provide, or the well digger has to provide documentation that that well is going to be able to provide water to that property there.
So you
And that-
motioned to, oh,
They won't necessarily know that until they drill a test well, correct?
No, they would know what what's under that ground. Those, if they're a local well driller, they know the aquifer. There's gonna be, if there's not service provided out there, there's gonna be wells out there
Yeah.
that they can gather information from as far
Well,
as.
that's where
what
they get their will cert, and then they'll
Mhm.
give a will cert loaded on that. As long as the water company signs it off, we're out of liability.
Correct.
Well, server has to provide that for the
Yeah.
subdivision per the subdivision regulation.
So you motion to rescind it or
Reject.
reject it?
Reject
I'll say.
with
conditions.
the conditions that they provide a will letter. Is that right?
Yeah, a well letter.
Will letter.
I'll second.
You got that,
Within 30.
for the
Within
minute?
30 days, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
And Brandon second.
all right. Motion has been made second. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, like sign. Motion passes. Kenny's not here.
He's here earlier.
Item number 17, discuss it. We need to get Kenny up here before we can do that. So while she's doing that, we'll skip to number 18, discuss, consider acceptance of a check from the city of Fruitvale in an amount of $8,780.87 for payment of materials per interlocal agreement.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but most of the city streets in Fruitvale have county signs on them. And all of them do. And anyway, so she bought. Actually, I purchased some rock to put down for base, and she's just paying that back. And they have since then, I've encouraged them to open an account with Woodrum, and so that
They
that
get it.
we don't have to keep doing this.
Yeah.
But that's part of the local agreement. They
It's-
can
yeah,
get it for cheaper going through us.
right.
And that's how that works.
So
And Woodrum will sell it to them.
yeah, he's
Contract.
agreed to honor our contract with them. So
Okay.
basically, they're just gonna have their own account, and I don't have to keep doing this right here.
So are they putting the rock down or you?
No, we put it down for them.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have the street department. They don't have any. They're
Any equipment. Oh.
yeah, they don't have anything. The water department's about what they have there. So
All right. Is there a motion to accept this check?
can I motion that? I'll make a motion that we
Okay.
accept this check for $8,780.87.
All right, motion is made as a second.
I'll say.
All those in favor say aye.
Uh,
Opposed, like sign, motion passes. Item number 19, consent agenda. The consent agenda are items considered routine by Commissioners Court will be enacted one motion. There'll be no separate discussion of these items unless the county judge or commissioner requests an item be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Are there any items that need to be considered separately? If not, is there a motion to accept the consent agenda?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, motion is made second. All those in favor say aye.
Ah.
Opposed, like sign, motion passes.
There's Kenny.
There he is.
Walking the red car, right on time.
All right, item number 17, discuss and consider approval of the investment policy for 2026.
That's just our investment policy that we have, and every year we're required to take it before commissioners report for your approval, so it hasn't changed, and it's just the same one we've been going by. But I am required to get it approved through commissioners court once a year.
He's out of breath.
All right, so it is in the binder. Is there a motion to approve the investment policy for 2026?
I'll make that motion to approve the investment
Okay.
policy.
Is there a second? It's your turn.
well, to be honest with you, I didn't look at it in the binder. I looked at almost everything else, but I didn't look at that.
I looked at it. I'll second it.
Okay. Motion has been made and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, like sign. Did you say aye?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not opposed.
Okay. All right, item number 22, I believe. If I haven't missed anything, is there a motion to adjourn?
Did you look in the binder for that, Mitch?
To adjourn,
Yeah.
it's kind of like delivered and undelivered.
Is there a motion to
I'll
adjourn?
make a motion, we adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pose like sign, motion passes. We are adjourned at 11:11.
Judge, are you gonna reach out to them so they can, on the maybe, or?
Yes, I will. I'll send an email out shortly.
That far.
I'm sorry, it goes over here. I never explained to the audience why Commissioner Williams had to leave.
He didn't explain it to us either.
He had an emergency, he said.
That one? Oh, there it is.
Well, I'll be here over there. You get back out there.
Which one, maybe?
I called.
So.